New data on surprising results of first 5 years after same-sex marriage approved in Germany. Germany was one of the last countries in Western Europe to allow same-sex marriage. Since 2001, couples could enter civil partnerships, but it wasn't until 2017 that marriage became legal. Last week, the German Statistics Office, Destatis, not DeSantis, released information on same-sex marriages since that time. The data shows a rush of marriages in late 2017 and 2018, but the number of unions has decreased continually since then. Marriages between men has decreased the most, and marriages between women have become more common. In 2017, 45% of all same-sex marriages were between women. In 2021, that rose to 53%. And I'm just gonna say it's because we U-Haul. Like
U-Haul, that's right.
Like if you don't have a U-Haul by the second date, it's a problem. If by the end of that week you aren't proposing, then just know that's why it's happening.
Well, you know,
I'm kidding.
the decrease in the number of marriages means absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Initially, people who had been together 40, 50, 60 years rushed to get married. And the decrease is just a representation of new people who are deciding to get married. And it certainly isn't surprising that women are getting married at a faster rate.
Us gay men can barely be together for 10 minutes before we find another one.
Well, there's a
Right.
lot of gay
That
men
was you. That was you at Eagle the other night.
Oh, it actually was.
Okay.
I was there. My boots.
Got that.
Okay.
Had his boots on. Hey.
But also, I didn't have this story in time to do additional research on it, but I wonder if the fact that is there or is there not equal government support for same-sex versus heterosexual marriages. For instance, one of the reasons why same-sex marriage is important in the United States is because there's a great tax benefit to it.
Yeah, it is
Right.
a business.
Is that the same thing in the EU? Is that the same thing in Germany? I don't know the answer to that.
Either.
I'm asking it rhetorically. Maybe
Yeah.
someone out there knows and would like to comment.
Yeah. I don't know, but I would suspect that the data for U.S. same-sex marriages isn't too
Right.
far off from Germany. I mean, it makes perfect sense that those would be the trends.
Well, with more people opening up to polyamory, undefining their relationships, I do believe that. I mean, same-sex marriages will decrease because of that, because people can have multiple partners. I do believe that depending on which age demographic they are marrying, I think that definitely does matter. People who may be 35 and up may be more keen to marriage because of the ability to own property and have other benefits that are beneficial for those who that are of benefit. But people who are in their 20s are not thinking about marriage probably.
I think a lot of people in their 20s aren't thinking about marriage, but when you're not thinking about it and you meet the person, that's, you might never think about it, and then all of a sudden,
Just meet that person and it works.
it just happens. But
No, don't joke trying to sell me on that thing about
I'm
marriage.
60. I'm hoping. I'm still hoping. You hear
Overly
that?
romanticized
that?
Hallmark
Cindy
quality
is
thing.
free.
Bullshit.
An icon, boo.
She's an
No, I
icon.
mean-
You can find her at 954. No.
I was gonna say, you can find her on her.
786.
But isn't every lesbian, I mean, isn't that just kind of,
Absolutely.
isn't that
not.
just lesbian?
No, I
No?
mean, I do
No.
think.
I mean,
bit.
relationship,
I know some
meeting,
toxic lesbian relationships.
I think that there are a diverse group of lesbians and there are a diverse group of gay men. I think that women in general have a more nurturing, and I'm generalizing, of course, because there are a lot of men that are nurturing and a lot of women that are not nurturing. But, that I think is what brings women to make, the commitments. Now, I would really love to see the statistics on duration.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
how, like if a couple had been together for 30 years and they get married, did it stick?
Yeah.
Or, maybe a couple who just got together and got married because they could. And, Yeah, I would like to see those kind of statistics, but I think it's still too early.
It's still
Oh,
too
you
early.
just took
to
the
do
word right
any
out of my
of
mouth. I was
that.
going to say, I think
Yeah.
it's still a little
of
too
that.
early.
Yeah, it's a
but
little
yeah.
too early, but this is interesting.
I haven't seen too many episodes of Divorce Court where there's plenty of
I
From the
haven't seen.
like gays on
I don't think
Divorce
I've ever
Court.
watched
Coming up
Divorce
on Queer News Tonight, Divorce Court.
That's what
That would be
spicy.
delicious. I think that would be
Not in my
delicious.
house.
That would be delicious.
We need to
Very
pitch
good.
that. Guys, that is the next show
Programming
we're
Yes,
going to do.
yes.
Right?
Divorce
This is
Court.
real.
Yes.
I'm here for this idea.
You're onto something.
You know what? We might have a new show.
Oh no!
I
don't
agree.
wish divorce on anybody.
I don't either, but the entertainment will be fun.
Entertainment value, that's what it is.
Okay.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.